at the end of the day, I'm still a can man. Anybody can get it. And at the end of the day, when boxing is done and over with, my name is gonna be in the history books. Still, AB. Hey man, look, AB, AB man, he went in there and did what he always do. He got backed up by Garcia all night. Garcia came to fight, man. He came with his best. Sorry about all this movement, man. I'm trying to get ready to eat and close out my night. But AB got backed up all night with the jab. Garcia's combinations was on point, like always. I mean, to be honest with you, Garcia looked better than I've seen him look in a long time, man. I mean, a long time. He was landing at will. Left hook was strong. He was cutting off the ring the way that I hoped that he would. I picked Garcia to win. I didn't do a review on the fight. Just didn't have time, man. I had to do a lot of things as far as work is concerned. But and I've been tired, man. Been hitting the gym and all kinds of stuff. But I picked Garcia to win this fight, man. And the same thing that he said at the end of the fight was his timing, and that's exactly what I knew was going to happen. And you know, for everybody out there that does not understand what timing is and what it's about and how it can be effective, was what he did was he was throwing punches on the back end of Broner's punches. And what that means is after you throw a punch, your arm is already extended. He didn't allow Adrien Broner to completely finish, or I would say follow through with his punch. And he didn't allow him to extend and follow through all the way before he decided he wanted to counter Adrien Broner. So anytime Broner was throwing a punch and his arm was extended, Mikey Garcia was throwing right in the midst of that. Bop! Right in the midst of that. Right at that exact point when Adrien Broner was bringing his arm back from throwing his punch, Garcia was already landing 2 or 3 shots, whether it was to the body or whether it was back up to the head, whether it was an uppercut. He kept staying busy in the ring tonight. He was turning Broner. He was walking Broner down. Like I said, he was putting together some good combinations from the body to the head, to the head to the body. That's what I like to see. And anybody who has watched me do reviews know that that's what I like, man. Head to the body, body to the head. Never stopping the attack. Never stopping following through with the game plan. And you can tell that that was the game plan from the beginning. Because they knew Adrien Broner does not have good footwork. And anybody who watches these videos, again, you guys already know how I am about that footwork. His footwork is just never on point. It never has been. And this is why he has turned himself into a one-dimensional fighter. That's why it was, I can't necessarily say it was easy for Maidana to beat him, because Maidana was having a hard time in the later rounds. Like Mikey was starting to a little bit, but he just kept staying busy. And you got to give a shout out to Robert Garcia for making sure that Mikey was prepared to continue to keep following through with his combinations, his decision making, his precision punches. Just staying busy, never allowing Broner to get him up against the ropes or catch him in the midst of an exchange with something significant. He didn't allow that to happen. He was on top of everything tonight. Broner, like I said, he looked the same way that he always does. It's unfortunate for him. I know he wants to stay loyal to his corner and all of the people that he's working with, but if I were him at this stage of my career, I would be looking to, if he was serious, and I don't know if he's serious or not. I can't really speak for the guy, but I would think that if he was serious, he would switch it up, go after somebody who can push him to the next level as far as his footwork is concerned, as far as his ability to string together his combinations, to stay focused in the ring. Maybe put together a totally different game plan. from the first half to the second half of the fight. Make sure that in between those swing rounds that he's always doing something, because in every fight he does the same thing. He stops letting his hands go, and that's due to the other boxer putting together a good game plan and making sure that he's getting backed up or he's being pressured or the amount of punches thrown, because that's always a thing with Adrien Broner too, as far as his conditioning. He gets to a point to where he doesn't want to exchange and expunge too much energy, and fighters know that. And once that happens, he goes into this shell where he doesn't want to continue to throw punches. He'll just have his hands up, guarding his face the whole time, and he's taking punishment, even though judges can look and see that he's trying to defend himself. Judges are also looking at the fact that he is not letting his hands go. He's not being active, and he's probably taking more punishment than he should by just standing there, allowing this guy to pummel away at his face or at his body, and it looks good sometimes to the judges. Not even just the judges, but to us at home, because some of those punches are going through. Bottom line, you're if you're not moving around like Floyd, if you're not slipping punches, uh, you know, then it's just gonna be a hard time in the ring for him. And I just think that it's just been real difficult for him these last few fights. He hasn't shown me anything. He hasn't shown me where he has progressed at all. So with that said, man, congratulations to Mikey Garcia. He was my pick. I wish I would have did the review so you guys know I'm not just trying to hop on this man's balls and ride him into the sunset. I love Mikey Garcia, man, because he goes in there and he boxes. He lands precision punches. His timing is good. He does everything the right way as a boxer. He goes in there. He lands punches when he has and when he has to. He goes in there. He lands jabs when he has to. He doesn't tie up much, and he's always bringing a fight to his opponents. Man, he's awesome. I love watching this guy fight. Same as Canelo. Same. I have my Mexican heroes, man. Just like I have my Caucasian heroes, and I have my black heroes. I just love boxing, man. It's not about all of this race stuff. Guys get on here and they get crazy and they want to get racial and get all extra with this stuff, man. I mean, I can get extra too, and I have been extra with certain people on the page. Um, giving me negative comments and stuff like that. And sometimes people push you to the limits, and sometimes we allow them, just by not being mature enough and not handling things the right way, man. But anyway, we're at the 8 minute mark, and I want to keep it simple, man. So once again, congratulations to Mikey Garcia, uh, Robert, and I hope that is great times moving forward. I hope maybe Crawford, Lomachenko, somebody like that is in his future, man, because he can only go up from here with names like that, and then go ahead and bounce up to 147, and do it like that. That's what I think. I said once again, but I like Jamal Charlo tonight. He did his thing, man. That guy, he looks good, man. Anybody that's going to be fighting him, they're going to have a hard time. I don't think that they can beat him. You're going to have to be extremely strong and land something solid to take him out. Anyway, man, get at me. Peace.